EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. The second of our 5 international games this season, the Jags and Bills underway here in North London. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
11, Agate. 11. Here we go.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Now Lawrence. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Caught right side, Davis.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block the field goal, you don't mind this weather. The rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second, and a fraction of a second, and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Hines now on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. The Bills had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Allen going to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Alert, alert,
A
alert.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Martin in one formation for the Bills.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Now inside the 25. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Andrew Wingard in to make the play.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Regular, 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 regular. Monday. Where's that?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Cook makes the catch on the out route. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook
60 yards.
And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Hey, home. Where's that?
Now Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
52.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. This one caught by Davis. Gets through, and now an opening. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And complete, right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Allen off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And Davis will have a Bills 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Shrugs him off. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
51 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Allen now looks to throw.
And it's caught.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Five wide. Look out.
Cook up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by SOB the American.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On gain of 9, brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it.
That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. A give to Etienne running right.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Think right. Go straight.
On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jags are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A give. This is Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Allen going to change it up.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw on third down. Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Gun. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That is caught.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And they'll run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Jaguars 49, Bills 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.